Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are solving plant response to the environment questions. We will start with an investigation question. This is the type of a question they like in this topic. And the first thing you need to know is to be able to answer investigation questions. We have a dependent variable, an independent variable, an investigation question, and a controlled variable and a hypothesis. Dependent variable is what they observe during the investigation. When conducting an investigation, there is something they want to see or observe or the outcome, and that is the dependent variable. Now, an independent variable is a variable that does not change or it is not affected during an investigation. They use an independent variable to see what is its effect on the dependent variable. For an example, look at this statement: to find the effect of auxins on stem growth. It is like saying to find the effect of independent variable on dependent variable, meaning that the auxins is an independent variable because it does not change. Instead, it is used to see what is going to happen to the stem growth. Now, an investigation question, they can ask you to write an investigation question and you will use the statement they gave you to write it. If the statement is saying that the investigation was conducted to find the effect of auxins on stem growth, your answer can be that what is the effect of auxins on stem growth? Ending with a question mark. Yes, it is a must. It must be a question. Hence, it is called an investigation question. Let's talk about a hypothesis. This is the answer to the investigation question. It can be correct or wrong, but we will see that by the end of the investigation. If you're asked to write the hypothesis, you should not write after you see the results, but you should just write what you think might happen. For example, the answer could be to the question, what is the effect of auxins on stem growth? The answer could be the auxins promote growth on stems. Now let's talk about control variable. These are the things that are kept constant throughout the investigation. So if you see on the statement saying that the same length or same whatever, that is the controlled variable. The length, because it is kept constant, it is a controlled variable. Lastly, let's talk about the reliability and validity. They can ask you, how can we increase the reliability and validity of an investigation? The answer should be to repeat the investigation, or for an example, if you're repeating an experiment with different group of people and you still get the same result, assuming that you are doing an investigation on people and those results are said to be reliable. Let's go through this investigation and answer the questions. An investigation was done to determine the effect of plant hormone on a group of learners conducted an investigation to determine the effect of auxins on the growth of stems in bean seedlings. Now, it means that the auxins here, the auxins are independent variable and the stem growth is dependent variable. 30 bean seeds were allowed to germinate for 5 days to produce seedlings. The seedlings were divided into 3 groups A, B, and C of 10 seedlings each. They're using 10 seedlings because they want their results to be reliable and valid. The tips of all the seedlings were cut at the same length. The same length, it means that the length is a control variable. In group A, the cut tip was placed back on top of the young stem. In group B, the tip was not placed back. In group C, a piece of plastic was placed on top of the cut surface and the tip was then placed on top of the plastic. The seedlings in all the groups were placed in a dark cupboard for a week. The growth of the stem was then observed. Identify the dependent variable in this investigation. We talked about it. The answer is stem growth. Why did the learners cut the tips of the young stems? You know, at the tip of the stems, that's where we find the auxins. So the reason they cut the tips of the stems is because they wanted to remove the auxins, because the tip produces auxins. Give one reason why 10 bean seedlings were used in each group. We talked about that to increase reliability and validity of the results. Write down letters A, B, or C of the group where there will be no upward growth of the stem. So the answer is B and C, because in group A, the tip was placed back on the young stem, and because there will be auxins, and you know that auxins promote growth in stems, it means that B and C would be the one where there will be no upward growth of the stem. Describe how auxins cause apical dominance. The presence of auxins in the tip of a stem stimulate upward growth and inhibit development of lateral branches. Name the plant hormone other than auxins that promote the germination of seeds. The answer is gibberellins. Name the plant hormone that inhibits the germination of seeds. That is abscisic acid. Now let's look at these questions here. The diagram below represents the growth of responses of two plant organs to external stimuli. Name the group of plant hormone that is responsible for the growth responses observed in the diagrams. The answer is auxins. Name the external stimulus at A and D. For you to be able to know the stimulus, know that when they are talking about light, when the light is the stimulus, the plant will be placed vertically, whether it's a stem or it is a root. When the plant is placed horizontally, whether a root or a stem, the stimulus is gravity. So the answer for A is light and D is gravity. Give one observable reason why plant B is a stem. Plant B is a stem because it's bending towards the light, and you know that a plant is positive phototropism. If it was a root, it was going to bend away from the light. Explain the growth response observed in plant organ C. Auxins accumulated on the lower side of the root. The high concentration of auxins on the lower side of the root inhibits growth. The lower concentration of auxins on the upper side stimulates growth, causing uneven growth. The root bends towards gravity and it is positive geotropism. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, please comment down below the comment section and I will answer as soon as I can. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.